everyone, and welcome back as always.
Hi.
Guess what we're doing today, guys?
Oh, Frozen. We're Frozen.
They have never seen Frozen before. Oh my god. Do you know anything about this?
I know some of the characters' names because I bought kids' toys.
I was going to say, I'm like, I wonder why. Probably all the stuff you
Right.
see in stores, and
All
you see a
over.
lot of kids dressed up every Halloween
That's
as
right.
different characters, and I knew you might
And
know.
the song.
Oh,
Let It Go.
hear it on the radio, let it go all the
Yeah,
time.
That's right.
It's a beautiful song.
That is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
And jokingly, Frozen, what does that even mean? Takes place in winter?
No, summer.
I know, right?
Ice Witch.
That would be a twist. So I think we should get into it and see what it's about.
Yeah,
I love watching
It looks
it.
very playful.
it does.
Yeah, we have the menu going with the
Interesting.
snowflakes, and it's just showing close-ups of the characters' faces. So no spoilers. I like menus like this because they don't spoil anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
I always get
there's
nervous with
nothing.
animated
There's just
spoilers.
faces.
All right, so you guys ready?
We're ready.
Yes, we are. Ice fishing. Oh, they're collecting ice. I have one of those at home.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, antique. Oh, how cute. That's
Yeah.
great.
Cute.
So I'm awake.
It's so cute.
So we have to play. Go play by yourself.
Oh, boy.
So cute.
Sorry, Hannah.
She's ice cold.
I know where we have to go.
Cuties. I'm gonna keep you.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Elsa?
Oh, no.
What's the magic
Oh,
word?
jeez.
Share.
Oh, boy.
My lady.
Oh, my God.
You're gorgeous. Wait, what?
Gorgeous.
Like they're frozen already.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
To go.
Oh, shit.
Thank you. That's
Awesome.
Will you marry me?
Oh, my God.
Can I say something even crazier? Yes.
That was quick.
Yeah.
One night.
Elsa, no, wait.
Don't touch
Oh,
it.
my
Look,
gosh.
Elsa, please,
Oh.
I can't
Give
live
it to
like
her.
this anymore.
Oh, jeez. Now they found out. Oh,
Oh, the poor
oh
thing.
my gosh. Now it's... Oh, boy.
That's
Cool
pretty
effect.
cool.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa, no. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, I feel poor thing.
Big summer blowout.
big summer blowout.
Yeah, right.
Sunbomb of my own invention.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
this guy.
Hi, family.
That's all I got. Help me out.
What did you call me?
Oh, boy, you won't do that.
Bye-bye.
You should have done that.
Nice duet.
It's just you.
Take me up the North Mountain.
Whoa. Get your feet down. This is fresh lacquer. Seriously, were you raised in a barn?
Oh, boy.
Sven, go.
Don't break
Oh,
it.
boy. Oh, no! Oh, he fell off.
Krista!
Ugh.
Wow.
Oh.
It blew up.
Yeah,
I just paid it off.
I just made it. Oh, my God.
Sometimes I really don't like you.
Hold up. We're coming.
Pants like a dog. That's funny.
Hi. You're creepy. Whoa! Whoa! Back at you.
Ew, the body.
body.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Are you okay?
Kidding me? I am wonderful.
Whoops, yeah.
Oh, I love it even more. Idea of summer and
welcome.
sun, all things hot.
Really?
Puddle.
Happy snowman.
I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you dare.
I
Sharp
bet she's
eyes.
the nicest, gentlest,
Oh
warmest
my
person ever.
goodness. Oh,
Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
Catch! Thanks. That was like a crazy trust exercise.
Yes, it was.
yeah.
All right, take it easy, boy. Come here.
I never knew what I was capable of.
I'm so sorry about what happened. If I'd have known.
No, it's okay.
Hi, I'm Olaf and I like warm hugs.
Olaf?
You built me. Remember that?
And you're alive?
I think so.
Oh.
You have to go. No, I know we can figure this out together.
Oh, literally.
Oh my god.
It's not nice to throw people.
Whoa. What the? That happened. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs.
They're not yours.
Those are my legs. I've got a thick skull.
I don't have a skull
Oh,
or bones.
that's
So,
bone.
so now what?
Now what?
Oh, they're starting to like each other.
Meet my family. Hey guys.
They're rocks.
Because I love you, Anna. I insist you run. I understand you're love experts. Ooh. Kristoff's home! Kristoff's home!
Faster kidney stones.
Kidney stone.
Hey, good for you.
Do you, Anna, take Kristoff?
Awful.
You're getting married.
Please.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Good.
He tried to shoot her.
Oh, come
Watch out,
on.
baby.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Oh. Whoa.
Are you kidding me? Oh, he can book.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Gee.
He needs to.
Focus.
Just hang in there.
Just don't talk.
Make sure she's safe.
Oh no, he's gonna sing and detain her. Oh no.
Oh, Anna. If only there was someone out there who loved you.
Oh.
Elsa was preferable, of course, but no one was getting anywhere with her. But you were so desperate for love, you were willing to marry me just like that.
Oh, you scum.
Watch it. What's wrong with you?
Go back.
Time to go back. Oh boy, he's not gonna.
This is heat.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Ooh, but don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Oh, I know why. There's your act of true love right there.
That's right.
Baby.
Oh my goodness.
Go.
He'll pop up. Oh, there he is. Oh, good.
I tried to save her, but it was too late.
Oh, you stinker.
Her skin was ice. Her hair turned white.
Stop.
Okay. Closer. Quickly.
Anna.
Oh, no.
Stop.
Whoa. Ooh.
Anna.
Oh, wow. Oh,
True love.
yeah.
Love.
Unfortunately, you're in the middle of the water right now, so you might as well get a boat.
My life.
Melt.
Quite possibly the last.
Bye, Frosty.
Hola, my own personal flurry.
That's great.
Oh,
Good girl.
Good.
My neck hurts.
Oh, yeah.
What about the agile peacock he was?
That's
Yeah.
right.
To save the queen.
I owe you
Oh,
a
that's
sled.
cute.
Oh, look at
Oh,
him,
look at
all
him.
polished.
Oh, look at this.
Serious? I could kiss you.
Oh, kiss her, kiss her.
I could. I mean, I'd like to. May I?
Go ahead,
I mean,
go ahead.
may we? Wait, what?
Oh. Oh, got
Allergies.
allergies.
Oh.
Allergies.
Oh, what a
That's
good
cute.
friend.
Yeah. Got by his tail.
Oh, that was nice. It's like so subtle at the
wow.
end.
Mm-hmm.
The snowflake.
That's really good. There we go.
Yay!
Yay.
That's great.
So what do you guys think?
That's good.
I love this song too. It's actually a really
Oh,
good
yeah.
song.
Oh, that's very good.
It's
I
very
loved it. I
catchy.
love the songs in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
kind of
really
like an
nice
old
song.
school Disney movie, you know, like a classic.
Yeah.
Because it has all the different songs that take you through the story and
That's
bring
right,
the
it's
characters
really good.
together.
Yeah.
People come in and start singing.
Yep, exactly. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
thought. I loved it when there was certain. Then it just stopped after a while. They didn't really do the songs so much when it was getting more adventurous. And
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
comedy in between,
Yeah, it was
and
really
you know
good. I
the
loved it.
seriousness. And I loved the end where it wasn't like true love.
That's
it
right.
was her true love for her
His
sister.
Yeah, that's right. Because I thought it was going to be Christoph. And I said, no.
That was really
fantastic.
cool how they
That's
did that.
good, yeah.
And I was very shocked and happy about that as well when I saw this. And I just noticed, like, technical supervisor is Mark Hamill. That's Luke Skywalker. Oh, that's
my
funny.
God.
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
wow.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh,
He's so
wow.
talented.
We should watch the credits more because credits are very important. And I don't always put a lot of time into it, but we always have so much talent, of course, that goes into the movies that we
yeah,
watch.
definitely.
And that was a fun surprise to see his name on here.
Oh, wow. See that?
But yeah, like this really shocked me in so many ways because this is kind of like a typical Disney movie back in the day where everything's so happy and you have a naive
And
princess.
it's kind of
Yes.
predictable. I mean, it is
definitely.
a children's, you know,
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
it
it was more
children's
basic,
movie, so you kind of.
straightforward.
But that was a nice little twist at the end. I
That
like
was
that.
very good.
Yeah, and they had a couple things that like kind of surprised you because right when you met Hans, you're like, oh, okay,
Oh, yeah,
well,
thought it was-
you know, he's going to be her true love, and I'm like, wow, that was really
I
fast.
was going to say that was really fast.
Yeah.
That's why it was really fast.
I kind of had a suspicion when she went off to find her sister. There's like a little verbiage there with the weasel.
Oh,
yeah,
Weaselton. Not Weaseltown.
Yeah.
That he was like Hans was like, oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
but I
I'm
just
in
kinda
charge.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if that was a decision like later on because rewatching it now, I was really paying attention more to his character with Hans, and I was kind of like, well, were they going to make him good for the most part, and then decided towards the end, okay, well, we're just going to change it up and make him evil?
I think he was evil right off the bat because
They
he
planned it
said
that way.
at
Yes.
the end, just before he tried to, kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna, that he
Which,
said it
for the
wrong.
story, absolutely makes sense. You couldn't see any malicious intent in the
No, you
beginning
couldn't.
at all because he was so
Nothing.
nice and happy.
It wasn't
and
like
kinda
Gaston
that.
with Beauty,
Oh, yeah.
You
Although
kinda
you do
knew.
have to see Beauty and the Beast because I know you know parts of the story and stuff. But yes, I'm so happy you know Gaston. That's so awesome.
that's
I knew
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
always devious, right
That's
from the
right.
beginning. But
Yeah.
Hans didn't portray that.
Yeah, I don't like it when
Right,
things are
yeah.
so predictable, and sometimes I overthink it where I'm like, well, maybe he was supposed to be a good guy, and then they decided to change it later. But usually, when they start production, they have a good idea on what characters, like what they're going to do,
Yeah.
how they're going to turn out in the end. And with Elsa, she actually, I guess in the books or something, like Elsa was going to be a bad guy. She was going to turn bad or something in this, but they decided to change that and keep her good. And thought that would make a better story, which I'm so happy they did because it's too predictable to have her be evil. And right when I first saw this, I'm like, oh, she's totally going to be evil in this. And then she wasn't. And I love that idea at the end of an act of true love will thaw a
Sister,
sister.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
sisters.
I love the idea of her and Kristoff. Not always love at first sight, but they grew together and they had an adventure, even though it was.
And they were really perfect together because she was just so spunky right off the bat.
Right. Yeah.
And he was, this rough, tough guy. You could tell he was very lovable with
Very
Sven.
lovable. He's handsome, but he was a different kind of handsome compared to a prince who just has this look about him that you just expect to have.
Right.
And I love how they played that, where it's not always to be expected on who you're going to fall in love with.
Yep.
And I thought that was a very sweet. And again,
That's
straightforward,
right. Yep.
but it was a cool idea, and I really did enjoy that chemistry there. That was cute, and then having Olaf and Sven in the mix really helped make it light and happy and fun.
Yeah, I loved
and
Olaf.
the trolls when they went there and they
that was great. Yeah,
Olaf was saying he's crazy. And that was funny.
I love you, Anna. I insist
Then all of a sudden they came to life.
Yeah, and I love the
good.
magic in this. They always have fun magic in a lot of these
It'd be
stories.
cool with a sequel to it. You have the trolls coming in and
Yeah.
village.
They did have a short that came out. I haven't seen it. A short means literally a short where they just do a cartoon of maybe 2 to 5 minutes, something like that,
okay.
where they'll usually play in front of another movie that's similar to that genre. Yeah, so I don't know what movie that came out with, but I haven't seen it, and I heard it was really cute and everything, so... But yeah, I really hope they do come up with an actual, another... movie. It would be cool to see a sequel.
They're almost like the Hobbits,
That's
right.
right.
Love it.
Keep it going. And I can totally see them milking this a little bit, because it is I thought it was a fun movie.
That was great. Yeah.
Is it what you expected? What did you think for Frozen? What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't think Elsa was going to wait so long to tell Anna.
Well, that's what I said. Before.
Right.
To Dawn.
Yeah.
She should have told her, sooner.
I kind of wish she told her right after the parents passed.
Yeah.
And also there was a little twist there. I thought Olaf, when he lit the fire for Anna and was warming her, he was going to die if he stayed there. He didn't know.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're going to melt.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew the word melt, what it meant,
Yeah,
But I mean, he had a little love there. I mean, it wasn't as epic of a scene,
But it was
as a character.
Cute.
But
cute.
I thought maybe her heart would melt,
Oh, that's actually a cool idea.
He did,
Yeah,
he was just trying to save her, but...
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would have been so cute too. Maybe you could have helped warm her up a little bit or something. I love the idea of Olaf. Do you like Olaf too?
Yes. I like Anna.
Nice.
I like Olaf.
Nice.
Like
yeah, they're good
Sven.
characters. You like Sven?
Sven?
Yeah,
Okay.
close enough. Yeah.
My favorite's Anna
really
over anybody.
Yes, me too.
And Kristoff second.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Kristoff. Yes,
I really enjoy those characters. They're all a lot of fun. I think Anna is my favorite. I was giving a lot of thought during this, and Kristoff too. And I really do enjoy Olaf a lot, but I just love animals so much, and I love the relationship between Kristoff and Sven so much. I think that's so cute.
That was so cute.
And the talking, making Sven talk, and how Sven will do the motions. He'll have those emotions and expressions in his face of he's exactly thinking that. And that's exactly what he's
and
saying.
they're so close. They know it's almost like a good relationship. And
just, eating together with he would have Sven bite the carrot.
You know what they're going to say to each other,
and how we tend to talk to our pets.
Oh yeah,
where we act like we know what they're thinking, and we'll actually make them. Not everyone does that. I know I do it sometimes with the cats, where I'm like, oh,
I can't.
I know how that is.
Yeah,
I'm not waiting for his reply, but
Loki, my feral cat, he's a lot better now, and he's a very loving cat, but only when he wants that. And half the time I'm like, oh yeah, he's like, oh, I'm gonna beat the heck out of you now. I find myself making funny jokes like that. Oh my god, I'm talking for him all the time, because just depending on if his tail's really wagging, and if he gives me a look, kind of, I'm like, oh yeah, you want to kill me right now. And with Moo too, because she's so much older and she's so relaxed and cuddly, but she looks so angry all the time, and she's so cute, but I'm always
so
like ooh, and I always quote something.
The characters, I loved Elsa too, because we wanted her to tell her sister, about her powers right after the parents died. She was doing what her parents told her to do.
Yep.
To protect her sister and to protect, everyone. To quell it, don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
So I could understand, she was just protecting her.
And they kept it simple too with her powers, where we don't know where they originated from, because it seems like her parents
It happened at birth.
Yeah, and her sister don't have those powers, so it's where'd they even come from? She was born with them, and they had no idea, how big her powers would get, how strong they'd be, if they would be extremely dangerous. And yeah, so they were just like, well, we just know that she can't feel because fear is like the biggest problem with her powers that the trolls told the parents. So, you know, they just did what they thought was right.
The Papa Troll didn't say anything because he's the one who helped her when it hit her head, her brain. So he didn't say anything to Kristoff, like, oh, when it happens to your head. Remember when they came back and it was going to happen to her heart? He goes, I can't help her.
He could have said something like, oh, well, maybe Kristoff is your true love kind of thing, but at the same time, there was so much emotion.
The family was trying to say it, but they just wanted a marriage.
Yeah. I know, they just wanted a marriage.
Like that, whoa.
But yeah, like, they kept it, like, simple with certain things, and they kept a lot of things mystery, you know, kind of like a mystery, so that way we didn't really question too much. We kind of just went along with it. Yeah. But yeah, like, there were just certain things where I'm like, oh man, Kristoff, your guys are right there. Like, you could have solved it right then, but they're working immediately, freaking out, like, oh God, something's wrong with Anna, and he goes, okay, well, let's get the story in motion with Hans and bring her back to...
The timing was for them.
All in all, I love the results. I was shocked when I first saw that Hans was evil, because there was just no hint or anything that he would be, even though I kind of thought the same thing when you first saw him, and Anna ran after Elsa, and he was left in charge. I was like... Okay, well, maybe, and I kept like really watching his expressions.
That's
and
what I was thinking
like,
too.
Maybe there's something there, but then he was
you always
just
try
so
that
nice
sinister,
and
like, okay, something bad is too. It's something's, you know. There's only one thing bad, but something else.
And not until like he was acting like he was going to kiss Anna, and all of a sudden you could just see the evilness, and the dark shadows on his face, like completely changed. And a lot of movies are good with that, but Disney always has that touch where to make sure that they look really evil all the time.
Good against evil all the time. Good prevails, though, in Disney.
Most times, yes, and I love it,
I love all the songs, too.
Yeah, the songs are a lot of fun.
Oh, the music was just great.
Yeah.
So, as most of you know who have been following us for a while, first of all, thank you for your support. When it comes to songs, it's a very different ball game to actually work with that in fair use, because it doesn't go with the same rules as fair use. A lot of people get away, I should say like this, with songs because they either get permission, they're lucky, they know people, whatever. But point being is you can check our full reactions to see our full reactions to the full movie. But here on YouTube, for the fair use, I am pretty much going to cut out all the songs, which is definitely a lot of fun to watch. But it'll get blocked, and immediately it'll get blocked and taken down. So that's the reason why I'm going to just avoid that. I might keep a couple seconds in if I can, if we're talking over it. So that way they can't be like, oh, well, that's like 5 seconds. And that's not a lot, 5 seconds. I know for a fact they'll take it down. I want to be able to share at least a 10-minute version for all of you on our YouTube channel. So thank you for understanding that, but I do have to follow the rules. Some people who do get away with that are just extremely lucky and are eventually going to get in trouble, and we're getting big enough where I don't want to get strikes for doing that. Right. I forgot how many songs were in this. I was like, oh my God, I'm like, how am I going to, I can't edit that, I can't edit that, and they're so beautifully done. Like, I love the songs in this, and especially Let It Go is such a beautiful song, and a lot of people always joke, and a lot of my friends, even the ones that love Disney, but a lot of my friends who don't really care so much for Disney, like cartoons, animation, stuff like that, they tend to joke about Frozen, eye roll, like, oh, here we go again, oh, Let It Go, and make fun of all that because it's so commercialized and you see it everywhere all the time, especially around the wintertime. But when you let all that go and actually be open-minded, I really enjoy this movie.
Yeah,
I think it's so fun.
Yeah, it's very good.
And the song can resonate with a lot of scenarios, If you really hear the lyrics in the beginning, it's really more critiqued for this character. Going into the song more, it's really for a lot of scenarios in people's lives.
Yeah, we can relate to a lot of different things.
Sure, definitely.
I love the whole sequence in Let It Go. I mean, a lot of the songs, like you can definitely relate a lot of different things in life with what was going on. But with the Let It Go song again, it was just so cool seeing Elsa go through this whole transition of actually using her powers and learning herself and what she can do and going through this whole change and working up to doing a few things in the snowflakes, making Olaf, and then making this huge, beautiful staircase that turns into like this huge structure.
She made a rough part, and then she really, she
so elegant and like like
Critiqued
very
it just for her and
not
elegant.
evil, but elegant,
right,
but
yeah.
just had those sharp edges and stuff in the beginning where you're like, ugh, because they wanted to show that the powers weren't good still. But in her transition, it made it so beautiful the whole entire time, you know. And then when
because
she
she
made
freed
the,
herself. She
Yes.
let
That's right,
herself
yeah, she
go.
did.
Yeah, and then when she made that castle tower, there's a lot of like edges to it and stuff too, so it kind of had a balance of like so beautiful and elegant,
Yeah.
but it was dangerous too. And the more fearful she got, the more spiky
Spiky,
and
yeah.
scary looking
Yeah.
it got. And it was kind of fun to see that because
Yeah.
you can really understand in the moment. And again, it is a kid's animation, but it's amazing with all the different ideas they put into it that you could just be immersed in it the entire time and understand completely what's going on and really feel her emotions. And so that song was like really powerful like the whole time when she's building up everything. And yeah, so at that point I felt like, well, maybe she'll turn evil in this, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, if she was right off the bat, her parents wouldn't have left her in the castle by her, with
Yeah.
her sister.
Yeah, and we were actually joking at one point. We were like, well, wouldn't there be like other people that possibly help them out, like a
I thought
hand
there
of the
was gonna
king
be
or something like that?
like a
Yeah.
butler or somebody, or
After the parents
Someone to
went,
guide
yeah.
them a little bit, and they have the cooks and stuff around. But I think just because it's a kids movie, that they just wanted to stay to the main story,
Yeah.
and they already had so many characters.
yeah.
So they
And
were
they
just
didn't do the other people until she came back with Kristoff when he dropped her off. Here, take care
just the
of her.
townspeople, I
Yes,
think.
yes.
Yeah. But I love how everyone in that kingdom was very loving for the most part. Like, everyone was very caring.
Yes.
They loved the idea of Elsa, and they were like, "Oh, honey, are you okay?" And and she was all fearful in the
That's
beginning,
right.
and
Yeah.
everyone was very caring. Not like not to spoil anything, but like some things that we watch, Game of Thrones, it's like but very different.
Right.
Well, I'm glad we watched this. That was definitely
That was
a lot of
very
fun.
good.
Do you have a
That's
favorite
great.
song? Probably Let It Go.
I like that. You want to make a snowman?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
wanna
make a snowman.
Or build a
I lo-
snowman.
build
Yeah.
a snowman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was a
that.
cute one because
I
that
thought
was
she
a
was going to
huge-
say it again when she knocked on the door. Like, do you
That's
wanna
why she
build
was
a
hesitating, I think,
Yeah.
because she always knocked on the door. And
Stop
Olaf
doing
is like, knock, knock. Why isn't she knocking?
Do you know how to knock?
Yeah. So that was cute.
Does she know how to
It
knock?
was cute.
Yeah, and that song was very powerful too
I like
because of
that.
the whole
That's
thing that happened with the parents and
Oh,
like
yeah.
her avoiding everybody and Elsa avoiding everyone and just staying in her room and Anna really trying to have a relationship with her sister and growing up.
Yeah.
And then so much stuff happened.
Yeah, she
So
kept
much,
going
and
to
you know-
her door, and she couldn't understand why Elsa wouldn't open the door and see
Yeah.
her.
Right. And I think Elsa was okay with being by herself because she was really by herself her whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, in that room. So
Yeah, that's
being
a
up
very
in the
lonely
castle,
life.
she was pretty cool with it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Thumbs up, guys.
Yes,
Very
thumbs up.
good.
2 thumbs up.
That would have
It
been
was
cool
really
to see
good.
if Anna had powers like that. I was kind of hoping, like at the end, that she discovered that she had some kind of power, like to melt everything or something. That would have been cool.
her charisma is her power.
That's right.
She's so fun.
outgoing.
Oh, my
yeah,
word.
she's
All the
good.
characters are loving here. So really quick, my favorite character I want to say, it's too simple. I don't know. I'll say Kristoff. I was going to say Sven. I can't help it. Like I like his character so much.
Anna.
But Anna, yeah, Anna's really
Anna.
nice. Yeah, I really love her too. And awesome movie. I can just keep rambling about this all day. So,
Yeah.
so we'll end it there. So thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up.
Thank you. Yeah.
And we'll see you
Thumbs
very
up.
soon as always.
Bye.
Bye.
Let it go.
That was good. I almost said it. That's pretty good. That's great.
Let it go.